Hi students, welcome to part 4 of Introduction to Musical Instruments. In the previous lesson, we learnt about melody instruments, about percussion instruments, and we saw how they feel and sound. We worked on our pitch sense and melody sense. Also, we learnt how to use the metronome. So if you have missed those lessons, I would recommend you to go through them. The link is in the description of this video. Today we'll be learning how to play the kazoo. And also we'll be learning how to play the ukulele. But most importantly, we'll be going through exercises which will double up the speed of your learning. These exercises will help you learn really fast. How fast? If you are a beginner, to learn the basics and play almost any song on guitar, it will take you around 12 days. On drums, it will take you around 8 days. And on keyboard or piano, it will take around 6 days. I know you have heard that it takes years of practice to master an instrument, and that is actually true. But if you train your senses and if you train your brain to learn things faster, using all your neuroplasticity, you can speed up your learning. And if you do this, you can achieve what people call impossible. So let's start. Every day before you practice, please go through these 5 exercises. So before we start the first exercise, let me show you something. Now if you have observed how I was playing the ukulele, my right hand was playing something different and my left hand was doing something different. Now both the things were totally different. My right hand was playing something which is known as rhythm or something known as plucking. And my left hand was playing combinations or patterns. To play two things at once, your brain has to work more. Your brain has to do something which is known as switching. Now switching can be explained in many ways. If you have learned cycling, when you used to cycle, in the beginning you were not able to pedal the whole cycle. You used to start with half steps. I don't know if it has happened to you, but I learned it that way. I was not able to pedal the whole full steps, but I was able to pedal half steps. So in the same way, your brain has to adapt to this instrument. Playing with both hands simultaneously is a very difficult task, which is known as switching. So your brain has to switch from here to here, here to here, and it is a very difficult task. Switching is used in many places. For example, if you have seen a tailor stitching clothes, their one hand is on the sewing machine and the other hand is controlling the movement of the cloth. So switching is used in many places. Now if you want faster switching, if you want to play faster with using both your hands simultaneously, so you need to go through this exercise. So the first exercise is a very simple switch. I call it the 2 and 1. So the first exercise is a switch between 2 and 1. Now what you have to do is, when I say switch, this 2 will become 1 and this 1 will become 2. So ready? You can do it with me. Switch, 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 switch. Were you able to do it? If not, you have to practice. And once you start practicing this, your movements with both hands will be much more controlled. Your brain will be able to switch between two different tasks and very fast simultaneously. Now the second exercise is a little more difficult switch. It involves a different movement. 2 and Spider-Man. Okay, so try it. 2 and Spider-Man. switch, 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 switch. Were you able to do it? Go through these exercises and your switching will become even more faster. Let's move to the third exercise. Now the third exercise is more difficult because it involves two more movements. Along with a pattern. For example, OK. Now OK is not front facing. It is this way. And then we have 2. Now when I say switch, this 2 will become OK and this OK will become 2. So let's try. Switch, 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 switch. If you go through these 3 exercises, your mind will become much sharper. Your brain will be able to process things much faster and you will be able to use your hands simultaneously, doing 2 different tasks. These 3 exercises can improve your ukulele and guitar playing. So please practice these 3 exercises. Let's move to the 4th exercise. The 4th exercise is very different. It is known as the finger rolls. Your fingers need to roll. And if you practice this, you can be very good pianists, very good keyboardists. All your fingers will be able to switch very fast. You will be able to play multiple things simultaneously. So how to do this? We'll start with the first finger, the pointing finger. And join your fingers together. Don't join the face of the finger. Join the fingertips. And start with the first finger, the pointing finger. 5 rolls front and 5 rolls back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. While doing this, make sure your fingers don't touch each other. Okay. Now moving to the second finger, the tallest, the eldest finger. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stop. Now the third finger is the toughest finger because of our joint, the bone joint. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stop. The third finger is very difficult to roll, but if you practice, you can achieve this. Coming on to the fourth finger, the smallest finger, the baby finger. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stop. And if you notice, your thumb is already trained because of using mobile phones, texting, playing video games. You have trained your thumb. So let's try with our thumb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stop. See what you have done. Training only one finger. The rest of the fingers are untrained. I would recommend you to practice these exercises whenever you are free. You don't always need to have your instrument along with you. You can train your body, and when you use these exercises on the instruments, your body will be already trained and you won't have difficulty in adjusting to the instrument, and you can play very fast using both hands together and playing very different things. So the first exercise was a 2 and 1 switch. The second exercise was a 2 and Spider-Man switch. And the third exercise was a OK and 2 switch. The fourth exercise was finger rolls, which you have to practice, especially practice the third finger and the fourth finger because it will help you play the piano or the keyboard very well. And the fifth exercise is for your ears. Now what you have to do? You have to sit straight and move your ears. I'm just joking. No. What you have to do is, you have to join the face of your fingers, join them together, sit straight and close your eyes and just listen. Focus on your ears. Listen to all the sounds coming. What all you can listen. Try to listen to 5 sounds coming to your ears, reaching your ears. It can be the sound of the fan. It can be the sound of the AC. It can be sound of, if you hear carefully, I have a bird in my room. So you are always surrounded with many sounds and you have to listen. And once you start listening, you are training your mind. So let's listen. Join the face of your finger, not the tip, the face of your finger. And close your eyes. And within 20 or 30 seconds, you will also feel your heartbeat in your fingers. So let's try. Let's join the face of the fingers. And close your eyes. And just listen. Are you able to identify 5 voices? Maybe there is traffic sound. Are there people talking in the background? Can you hear a generator? Can you listen to the AC or the fan? Is there any water noise? Now focus on your fingers. Are you able to feel the heartbeat in your fingers? Once you are able to feel your heartbeat in your fingers, you are making yourself sensitive. And a musician has to be very sensitive. Your ears have to be very sensitive. Listen to music. When you listen to music, how do you listen to it? Do you feel the rhythm in the music? Are you able to identify the instruments? Are you able to identify how many people are singing? Are you able to identify the instruments involved? So listening is a very complex process and it needs practice to develop. So 5 exercises, 2 and 1 switch, 2 and Spider-Man switch, OK and 2 switch, finger rolls, and the 5th is listening exercises. Whenever you practice, go through these 5 exercises. It will improve your musical sense in many different ways. So we are going to start with instruments today. And this instrument, the kazoo, it is a very beautiful instrument, a very portable, very small instrument, and it is not a wind instrument, it is a vibrating instrument. It was also previously known as a membraphone because it has a membrane which vibrates. If I blow into this instrument, I will hear no sound. What I have to do to play this? I have to sing or hum, and when I do that, it vibrates. For example, if I sing Vande Mataram, Vande Mataram, now it won't play if you just hum. You also need to use the airflow inside you. How? Instead of breathing through my nose, I will breathe through my mouth when I hum. For example, now it is not a very costly instrument. It is around only 100 or 150 rupees. So I would recommend this instrument for you. You can purchase it from Amazon. You can purchase it at a local music store. It is known as a kazoo. And this instrument can teach you how to sing. It will improve your pitch sense. Also, the most important thing about it is it can teach you how to breathe. Do you know how to breathe correctly? If I ask you how you breathe, and most of the children, when I say, show me how you breathe, they do this. And you know, this is not the right way to breathe. What did I do just now? When I tried to breathe in, I pressed my stomach inside and I tried to puff my chest. And that would bring in very less amount of air. How you should breathe correctly. If you have seen a child or a baby sleeping, When he sleeps, his stomach moves. Have you seen a person sleeping or a child sleeping? His stomach is moving up and down. He does not do this. In fact, his stomach is going up and down. So when you breathe, you have to breathe from your stomach. That is known as stomach breathing or lower body breathing. We'll take 2 breaths. Breathe in and your stomach will come out. Then breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Now when you sing, whenever you sing, you never inhale when you are singing. You exhale when you are singing. When you sing, you have to breathe out, and that will make your voice very powerful. You know, these days we have lost our voice. Your original voice lies in your breath. When you breathe out in the correct way, along with your voice, that is your real voice, and that comes through your stomach. Try to breathe correctly and it will change so many things about you. And the kazoo is the best instrument to teach you how to breathe, because if I play longer notes, it takes breath to sing those longer notes. For example, if I sing Vande Mataram, so kazoo is a very beautiful instrument. I would recommend you, all of you, to please purchase it. You must always carry an instrument with you as a musician, and it is the most portable instrument for you. So practice kazoo. How to practice it? You can hum along your favorite song. For example, I'll take up Vande Mataram. If you have heard Ma Tujhe Salam, it goes like this. ही मैं आ रहा हूँ, अपनी बाहें खोल दे, जोर से मुझको गले लगा ले, मुझको फिर वो प्यार दे। तू ही जिंदगी है, तू ही मेरी मोहब्बत है, तेरे पैरों में जन्नत है, तू ही दिल, तू ही जान, तू वफा, माँ तुझे सलाम, salam, ma tujhe salam, ma tujhe salam. Now before you play the kazoo, you need to hum the song. How do you hum? Now when I use the kazoo, so it will sound like this. So a very beautiful instrument, and if it is used with other melody instrument, it sounds much better. So now that you have learnt about the kazoo, let's move on to the ukulele. Now ukulele is a very beautiful instrument. It is a high-pitched instrument. This part of the ukulele is known as the head, this is the neck, and this is the body. The ukulele has only 4 strings, and the strings are counted from down to up. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now you have to remember finger names. 1, 2, 3 and 4. So try to understand this instruction. If you use your first finger on the neck of ukulele, these boxes are known as frets. So this is the first fret, the second fret, the third fret and the fourth fret. If I ask you to place your first finger on the second fret, it will be first fret, the second fret. On third string, which will be the third string, you count from down to up. 1, 2, 3. So first finger on the second fret. This is the first fret, this is the second fret. On the third string, so 1, 2, 3. This will be how you place your hand, and this is the way you can read ukulele chords. So for example, I am showing you how to play the C chord on ukulele. How to play the C chord on ukulele. In the C chord, you use your second finger, the tallest, the eldest finger, and you use it on the third fret. 1, 2, 3. The third fret. On the first string. So which is the first string? The lowest string. The third fret, 1, 2, 3, the first string. So this is the position of a C chord on ukulele. So this is what we do on the left hand. What do we do on the right hand? On the right hand, we can play different things. We can play rhythm, or we can play plucking. Plucking is plucking the strings. On the left hand, we can play the chord, and on the right hand, we can play plucking or rhythm. So a very simple lesson for you today. Use C chord on the ukulele on the third fret, first string here, and here you have to play a rhythm. Use the 2 upper strings and 2 lower strings to create a beat. 1, 2, 1, 2. On 1 I play the 2 upper strings, and on 2 I play the 2 bottom strings. So it sounds like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And try to move your finger on the neck in different places where it sounds good. For example, what did I do? I played it on the third fret, then I played it on the second fret, then I played it open, or you can call it the 0 note, and then I played it back on the second. So it sounds like this. The same rhythm and the same combination. I hope you have learned something today. Go through the 5 exercises and please purchase a kazoo. It can improve your pitch sense in many different ways. And if you don't have any instrument, still you have your body, you have your voice, you have your whistle. You know, whistling to a song can improve your pitch sense in many ways. So go through these exercises, get your kazoo, practice your ukulele if you have one. If you don't have one, you can get it from Amazon or any musical shop. The price range starts from around 1500 rupees, and you can get a very good ukulele. This is around 3500 rupees. So getting an instrument will improve your pitch sense and melody sense. That's all for today. See you in the next lesson. Bye bye.